Oh, oh hi. Hey there. Hey there. You're able to make it? Great, great. Yes, come in. Come in. We're all just, hanging out and partying. Was that a great costume contest or what? Right? It was incredible. So many beautiful costumes, so many super cool ones. Did you see? Did you see that Overwatch group? They were just astonishing. And that really big mech, that guy who built that huge Gundam and was able to walk that out on stage. Oh, that was super awesome. And even those guys who did like most of the Avengers. Oh, that was super duper neat. I know this is supposed to be just more so about Japanese stuff, but I'm glad to see this event finally embracing other fandoms and such too, because in general I think our culture is getting more and more diverse, so I think our event should as well. What do you think? Oh, where are my manners? Would you like a drink? Yeah, here, let me go get you one. Yeah, my friend Melody, she just threw together a punch, and yep, just to warn you, there is stuff in the punch, so that's okay with you, right? Are you driving? Oh, you're not? Okay, good, yeah, because if you're driving, then I wouldn't want to give you one, and unfortunately, I don't think we have anything left that doesn't have anything in it other than, I guess, water from the sink. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're about a couple hours into the party already, so stuff that, wasn't already full of stuff has been used as mixers, or people have already grabbed as their chasers. It's just kind of how it is. What can I say? When you're an adult and you do these things, it's the after parties, they're up in hotel rooms, tend to get pretty crazy and a lot of fun, but also crazy. But the reason why we like the ones in the hotel, especially the ones we host, is you probably heard about it in the information book, but there is a technical after party dance down in the main ballroom area where the main events are, but you have to buy alcohol from a bar there, and if you're staying at the hotel, they'll charge you to your room, but even then, it's expensive. I mean, a bottle of beer, $6 to $8. A glass of wine, just, basic white wine, is $9 to $10. And then a mixed drink starts at $12? Oh, come on. We can buy for, the price of each of us together getting a few drinks there. We could get a bunch of bottles and some mixers and make a whole bunch for everyone up here. And even do shots. So yeah, here, here's some of the punch. Yeah, it's very sweet, but don't drink too much of it. It will probably knock you on your ass, especially if you don't drink that much. Just to warn you. I still got a cup of my own to finish, so we'll both be in the same boat. So, did you like my costume? You did? Awesome, awesome. I really appreciate it. And like I said, I did put a lot of work into it. I really did. I am a little disappointed that I didn't win any of the big prizes. I only won a workmanship, but I was still hoping for one of those anyway. But to be fair, there were so many amazing costumes and people wearing them, and they're also way more popular and well known than I am, so at least I got something could have gotten nothing. And something's always better than nothing, and this is one of the bigger events in the region, so I still feel pretty good. And there's always, the next event, or even perhaps next year, so whatever. I did my best, wouldn't you say? Yeah, I did my best. But thank you. Did you get any good pictures? Oh, you did? Oh, wait, you have to show me later, because, you don't take your phone out now. It's pretty loud here, and I wouldn't want anyone bumping into you knocking your phone out. That's happened at a few parties. Not very good outcomes, I'm afraid. Yeah. So, you having a good time at the convention so far? Between the costume contest and wandering the halls, did you get any cool stuff in the vendor hall? Oh yeah, that is really cool. Yeah, if you look around, you can see some stuff that's in and out of bags. Yeah, we picked up some comic books, some collectible figures, some collectible posters, some signed things. That's pretty cool. Some T-shirts, and yeah, we didn't get a whole lot. Though there still is a whole other day. And the last day, if this is your first time, the last day of the event, the vendor's hall, that's when to go. Also to go to the artist vendor area where the artists are, Artist Alley, because most of these people, they don't want to bring back a whole bunch of stuff back to wherever they came from with. They want to get rid of as much as possible here, so they tend to put up a lot of things at really good discounts just to get rid of stock. So if what you wanted wasn't in high demand and you had to worry about it selling out the first or second day of the event, then yeah, you can get some really great deals the last day. That's why we, aside from the things we had to get, because it's, super rare, super collectible, where a lot of people are wanting it, yeah, we're waiting until the tail end to get the best deals. That's really where to spend your money. So, did you do anything else? Did you go to the concert or anything? Oh, you did? And you recorded it? Cool. You'll have to check the program guide. Sometimes in these events, you can upload concert footage you took online. It really depends on the bands and the contracts they signed with the place and everything. But sometimes my friends have recorded the concerts and put them up online, and then got in trouble and had the video taken down. And yeah, so just if you're going to upload it, be careful. Maybe just upload it in a way where you can just, share directly to like friends or whatever. That's my best advice. Especially because you're just a regular person and not official press or anything. Yeah, in case you didn't notice, in a whole different outfit now than even from what I was wearing on stage. We're all in different outfits. We call these our easy party cosplays. As you can see, they're not anything fancy. Easy to make, easy to put on, and not things we particularly care about if they get, damaged by spilled drinks or someone stepping on them or whatever else could possibly happen to them during or after a party, if you catch my drift. Yeah, I've already had a couple of beers before I started drinking this. Yeah, Mel's a crush. Can't quite call him her boyfriend yet, but her crush brought over a whole bunch of beer. That was his contribution to the party. Oh, you brought something? Oh, great. You brought some extra snacks? Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, we can just, set it down somewhere. Hey, Mel? Mel, can you take this? Oh, thank you. Yeah, she's taking care of it. She's setting it down. Thank you. Thank you for the contribution. You didn't have to. I didn't tell you to. But yeah, it seems, even though you're new to this, you kind of know the basics of, room party etiquette. You, come bearing snacks or drinkables, and you're in. And you're even in if you weren't exactly invited and came along with somebody else. We usually make exceptions to cool people we've never even met, as long as they have something to offer and don't act like complete and total assholes while they're hanging out with us. Because in the past we kind of were open to just anyone hanging out with us in our room party, and it didn't go very well. Yeah, people would just make too much noise, and we get noise complaints and get our party shut down, or they would even damage the hotel room. And of course my friends and I were always too preoccupied to really pay attention to what everyone else was doing, so it was all a complete and total surprise to us. But isn't that like super jerky? I mean, it's like we're the ones nice enough to invite people to hang out with us and drink and have a lot of extra fun that they don't exactly have to pay for like they would at, the con-sanctioned parties. And they do this, which gets us in trouble with hotels and could even get the convention in trouble with hotels. Oh man, I have a convention story for you. There was one year, it was an anime convention at a hotel, and kids went crazy. They must have been kids. I couldn't believe any grown adults would act like this. They left graffiti all over the hotel. They used like Sharpies and like permanent markers and stuff. It was a huge mess. And they were just like drawing pictures on the walls and inside the elevators and writing random anime references. Oh, it was crazy. And of course the hotel made the convention pay for the damages. And also because of that, the convention wasn't allowed to return to that hotel. Yeah, the hotel broke the contract with the convention. The convention had to move. Again, that convention's moved a few times. But that was one of the worst reasons why it had to move. And I don't know if you ever heard of it, but it was a webcomic, and it was pretty popular. I believe it's called Homestuck. I never really was into it, but a lot of people were, and a lot of people cosplayed from it at cons, and some of the characters called trolls. Their bodies were gray, and so a lot of people would just use like gray theater makeup and body paint and stuff, and some people were really good about it. They sealed it properly, or they did the cool tricks that anyone could find a tutorial for online, like using gloves and body stockings to the point where all you really have to paint is like your face and maybe your neck, and the rest of you can just trick with fabric and stuff. But a lot of people, didn't really follow tutorials, didn't even follow proper makeup tutorials, and wound up staining entire convention spaces with silver gray grease paint. They left marks everywhere, and it was such a hassle. And it was just tacky too. It was just so rude. Because, yeah, it reflected really poorly on those cosplayers and on that fandom. It made them look like, jerks, and albeit from what I've heard, a lot of them were, it wasn't exactly the most embracing of fandoms, whether online or at a convention. But it's just really disrespectful, especially because a lot of them apparently would make that mess and not clean up after themselves, which again would cause problems for the conventions and for the spaces that the conventions were using. And I don't think any conventions lost their contracts with hosting spaces over that, but you get stuff like that and it causes problems. So that's why me and my friends try to be mindful when it comes to our cosplays and our behavior, and even our parties. We try to keep things nice and secluded and people behaving the best they can, especially when alcohol and sometimes 420, depending on where the event is. We try to keep best we can. those situations. We don't get too rowdy. And aside from people we already know from online and previous events, we only invite people up that we think are cool and will behave very well. Are you done? Would you? Here. How about I get you another drink, and why don't we go into the back room where it's more secluded and we can talk more easily. Okay? Hang on, I'll be right back. Alright, oh, a little bit left. Alright. Here's your drink for you. And this should be your last one. I don't want you to get, too tipsy or too inebriated. It's pretty strong stuff, but it's good, right? Yeah, I'm almost done with mine. Come on, let's go into the back room. Just to warn you, there might be some people, like, making out in one of the corners or whatever. I don't think we've hit the point in the night yet where people are having, like, all-out sex or anything, but you never know. But it is quieter than out here in this main part, so come on, let's go in the back. Here. Come join me on the bed. There. That's better. Yep, okay. So far no one's really in here. Oh, it looks like that one girl and her boyfriend are just sitting in the corner over there on the chair, just snuggling and watching something on a phone with earbuds in, so they probably couldn't even hear us, but I don't even know we're in here. But yeah, just to warn you, as they drink more, Melody and her guy may come in here and just either go into the bathroom, or if they don't make it there, we'll just flop on that other bed over there and go at it. They won't even pay attention to the fact that anyone else is here. Yeah, I've known her and I've known my friends in just this life for so long that, yeah, that's just sometimes what happens. You gotta roll with it, So, hope you don't mind if that were to happen. It sounds more awkward than it is, especially as you get used to it. Just let it happen. We're all prepared. You can see on the nightstand, there's some protection. And even when we're intoxicated, we're pretty good at grabbing it and using it. So, yep, just in case, you're right. Can never be too careful. Alright, I'm done with my drink. You can keep drinking yours, but don't let me grab any more. I think I've hit my limit for the night. Between the beers and that, and we did Hotbox Mel's Boy Toys bathroom too, like right after the costume contest, after we got changed, and before we started setting up the party in here. So there's a little bit of that in my system too, but it's only good fun, I'm not like this when I'm at home or anything. These events, these weekends are my way of going out and having a good time. Just like any other normal young adult my age. How about you? This is your first convention, so what were you doing for fun on the weekends to go out? Are you into like card games or video games or anything? Or maybe you went to like local comic and game shops to do tournaments, or go to like video game events or anything? Not really? Oh, it's a shame. So you mostly just did like local things with your friends and hung out at home? Aw, well, I'm really glad you made it out here. They are a lot of fun, right? Like this one is not that typical. This is one of the really big ones, so that's why everything is so expensive. You have my card. Send me an email, and I can let you know about smaller events, especially ones I'm going to, that I think would be affordable to you depending on where you live to come out. And who knows, maybe one of those small events, if you can afford it, you can come hang out with me and my friends and room with us. That is, as long as, you know, you're cool. And I think you're cool. So far you've been cool. I mean, I am in this very skimpy outfit, and I'm a little high and a bit tipsy. And so far you've been perfectly nice and not even really touched me or anything. You've been very respectful of me, which I do sincerely appreciate. So yeah, I think you're pretty cool. Would you mind if I maybe just kissed you a little bit? Oh, really? Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, just a kiss, okay? All right. Wow, you're actually really good at that. And again, you've just been completely respectful the whole time. You didn't move your hands anywhere or anything. I really appreciate that. You're really cool. I'm really glad I met you and invited you up here. So yeah, definitely keep my card and text me and email me, okay? Yeah, right after the show. Oh, by the way, where are you staying for the night? Do you have a room here? What's your situation? Oh, you have to walk to one of the other hotels, really? The cheap ones? No, don't do that. No. Especially because you've been drinking and whatnot. No. I'm sure they won't mind. I mean, everyone's probably gonna, regardless of what they do, they're gonna flop somewhere in this room anyway. What's one more body? Here, you can stay here in this bed with me, okay? Especially because you've been so respectful. Here, we can even, like, you know, snuggle under the covers. Here, let's get snuggled. Yeah, this is just a throwaway costume. I can sleep in it, whatever. Sleep in it, sweat in it. Whatever, it's a party costume. There. That's better, isn't it? Alright, we can relax for a bit, maybe keep talking. I do kind of want to hear... Oh, whoa! Oh, and there's the sounds in the distance of Melody and her guy about to come in, so, shh. Let's pretend we're sleeping, and then overhear them and make fun of them in the morning, okay? Okay, okay, let's go do that.